Welcome to Fairhaven Union High School. Slated game here between the Fairhaven Slaters and the Rutland Red Raiders. We are live on Adelphia Cable. Brian Mayhew manning the camera, Peggy doing the stats, and I'm Chris Baker attempting to do the announcing. We're having the introductions now for the starting lineups, the national anthem. Announcements in the background concerning Fairhaven's upcoming games. Good crowd here tonight. Rutland rooters well represented, and a lot of Fairhaven fans. Should be a good game. Introductions for Rutland, number 12, Jake Conway, starting at guard. Number 24, Aaron Boynton being introduced now. Prior to that was Aaron Bailey. Coming out now, Chris Mayhew and Jake Eaton for the Rutland Red Raiders, who won the previous meeting with Fairhaven in a very close game at the Rutland. Starting for Fairhaven.
Starting guard, sophomore number 22, Dave Badman. Starting at center, number 23, Chris Kaludi.
Chris Kaludi.
Starting at forward, junior number 25, Todd Roberts.
Todd Roberts.
Starting forward, junior number 21, Josh Moore. The coach of the stage of Bob Campbell, stage down with Mike Beatty.
Okay, we'll have the starting lineups.
Of athletics here at Fairhaven High School. We appreciate your patience done through all the participants tonight's game. Thank you.
Back at courtside here, just before the tip-off between the Raiders and the Slaters. Should be a good game. The game a couple weeks ago at Rutland was any indication. This one could be a real barn burner. Referee Skip Pratico testing the ball, making sure it's round. Skip is happy. The ball is round. Starting lineups for Fairhaven, which we didn't get before for you, are Josh Morris, Dave Vadnais, Chris Kaludi, Adam Perry, and Todd Roberts. This is a big team, Fairhaven, and quick despite their size. Rutland lives by their quickness, the tenacious defensive style of Coach Dave Kinsman. Tip controlled by Fairhaven, number 24, Adam Perry, moving against Chris Mayhew in the forecourt. Inside to Chris Kaludi. Kaludi looking over to Todd Roberts. Roberts from the outside, hits it. First score of the game, Fairhaven, three-pointer by Roberts. Chris Mayhew in the forecourt, across to Jake Eaton. Back to Mayhew. Chris looking. Adjustment taking place defensively. Over into the side to Jake Conway, who fires the three right off the rim. Saved inbounds, controlled by Chris Mayhew. Back to Jake Eaton. Jake sets up, launches. It's good. Looks like it could be the gunfight at OK Corral here tonight. Both teams opening up with three-pointers. Fairhaven into backcourt. Adam Perry moving against Chris Mayhew. Ball up over the half-court line. Fairhaven setting up the half-court offense. Over across to number 21, Josh Moore. Moore back out to Chris Kaludi. Kaludi, an errant pass, and it will be a backcourt violation, possession of Rutland. Coach Bob retrieving the ball. The man's a master. Rutland inbounding the ball. Over to Chris Mayhew. Chris looking around, surveying the situation. Back to Jake Eaton. Jake moving toward, back to Chris Mayhew. Fairhaven's defense adjusting. Rutland being very patient across to Conway from the side, and he hits it. Looks like it's going to be a game of three-pointers here tonight. Everybody long-range shooting, much like the JV game. Todd Roberts bringing the ball up court. What a wonderful ball handler for a big man he is. Behind the back. Hey, Chris Kaludi underneath. And fouled was Josh Moore. Question is, was it a shooting foul? Yes, it was. So Josh will go to the line for 2 shots. Dave Vadney's over checking with Coach Bob for some instructions, perhaps some strategy. First one is good by Josh Moore. Oh, second one is short. Rebound to Todd. Up. And he's fouled. Foul was on, I believe it was on 24, Aaron Bailey, I think. Brian saying yes, it was. That's why you need Brian here with me. Those eagle eyes, steel nerves. Shot is up. First one is good. Todd up for the second one. Shot is up. It's also good. Score is tied at 6-6. Rutland coming down, moving down to Conway. Conway back to Mayhew. Chris moving in. Across to Jake Eaton. Back to Chris Mayhew. Chris looking. Chris Mayhew going down the key. Stutter step. Nice shot. Chris puts it up and in. Fairhaven possession. Todd Roberts back to Adam Perry, bringing the ball up court. Checked. Back to Adam. Over to Chris Kaludi on the wing. Chris moving against Adam Boynton to number 22. Dave Adnis off the rim. Rebound to Aaron Boynton. Up to Jake Eaton. Jake couldn't quite get his footing there. He's very, very close to the out-of-bounds line. Fairhaven returns, coming back up court. They stop out in front to Todd. From behind the 3 points, just short. Rebound, Aaron Boynton. Chris Mayhew moving the ball up court, going diagonally. Stops, checks. Back to Jake Eaton. Jake out in front, testing the Fairhaven zone. Roll inside to Aaron Boynton. Aaron with a turnaround, and he hits it. And Rutland pushes it 10-6. Fairhaven coming up against the soft zone trap. Moving, checked, back out to Todd. Todd moving across to Chris Kaludi. 3-pointer, short. Hits the rim, rebound Aaron Boynton. Boynton draws the foul on Chris Kaludi. So Aaron will go to the line for 2 shots. A nice move into the hoop, drawing Chris in on him. Pretty well played game so far. Fairhaven seems to be a little bit cold on their shooting. Their shots are falling a little bit short, hitting the front of the rim. First one for Aaron is up, and it's off the iron. Second one for Aaron is up, and it's also bounces around. Rebound to number 21, Josh Moore. Perry bringing the ball up court. Crossed. Stripped away. Moore being harassed out in front by Conway. Pass tipped away by Jake Eaton. Eaton cross court. Conway blocked. Beautiful block by Josh Moore. Perry back up court on the attack. Cross looped inside, and he dragged his pivot foot. Josh trying to loop the pass inside, dragged his pivot foot. So it will be Rutland's possession. Inbounding will be Aaron Bailey. And Jake Eaton gets a breather. Joey Duval in. Joey's got the ball. Cross to Aaron Boynton. Boynton on the baseline. Tried to flip it back in. Aaron Bailey up. A little bit strong. Rebound to Josh Moore coming up court. Adam Perry moving across. Almost lost the handle. Regains possession. Across to Chris Kaludi. Kaludi in the forecourt. Looking inside, looking outside. Back across to Todd. He hits it. Todd Roberts. 3-pointer. And that tightens the game up at Rutland 10, Fairhaven 9. Chris Mayhew in the forecourt, across to Joey. Joey looking back to Chris. Mayhew penetrating inside and gets grabbed. And got grabbed, I believe, by Josh Moore. Yes. Sub coming in, Dave Vadnais out in number 15, Dan Richards. So we've had our first subs here for both sides. Chris Mayhew inbounding underneath. Jake Conway off the roll. Jake to the baseline. Tries off the leg, partially blocked. Beautiful layup. Dan Richards blowing through there. Chris Mayhew on the attack. Baseline. Pulls up with the jumper. Short. Might have been tipped. Perry down on the attack. Into the forecourt. Stops. Turns around. Looking inside. Cross court. Oh, a little bit too exuberant on that pass. Trying to hit Dan Richards cross court and just plain overshot it. Another substitute in. Aaron Bailey getting a breather. Greg Sinus in for Aaron. Chris Mayhew now moving up across the half-court line. Bringing the ball across to Joey. Joey thinking about it. Decides no. Nice pass across court to Jay Conway. Conway cut off. Maneuvers. It won't go. Todd Roberts rebound. Coming up, number 10. Number 20, I'm sorry. Ryan Audette. Todd Roberts with the ball in the forecourt. Crossed, shot, off the rim by Josh Moore. Whoa, Chris Mayhew might have got away with the travel on that one. Way across court to Jake Conway. Launches a three, and it's good. Ryan Audette bringing the ball up court against Chris Mayhew. Ryan into the left corner, rotates it back around to number 15, Dan Richards. Dan holding the ball up in front. In number 14, that's Scott. And it goes. Who hit that one, Peggy? Down. Chris Mayhew in the forecourt. Chris penetrating. Nice dish off. Aaron Bailey. Beautiful move, but didn't go. Aaron Boynton. Aaron Bailey off the boards. Oh, pass picked off. Little extra ball handling there in the backcourt as the guys got sorted out. That shot, that rebound before for Rutland was not by Aaron Bailey. It was by Greg Sinus. Ball in Rutland's forecourt. Chris Mayhew looking, takes a shot. Might have been partially tipped. A little bit short. Rebound to number 14. Whoa, nice save. Richard saved the ball. Fairhaven playing essentially with their second string team at the moment, except for a couple. In through traffic. Nice move. Nate Scott. Double clutching. And it's 15-14. Slater's taking a 2-point lead. Chris Mayhew in the forecourt. Looking around. Goes into it. Oh, and it's tipped away. Tipped away from Aaron Boynton. Fairhaven pressing up court on the attack. Cross, oh, and that was an errant pass. So they traded turnovers there as Ryan Audette trying to reach Josh Moore with a pass. Throwing a little bit high. Jake Eaton inbounding the ball for Rutland. Across to Joey, back to Jake. Jake handling the ball up in the forecourt. Fairhaven content to let Rutland move the ball out beyond the three-point. Cross to Joey. Oh, nice slap away. In traffic. No, and it wouldn't quite go. Dan Richards trying to weave his way through traffic. Ball will be possession to Fairhaven underneath. They will be setting it up. Nate Scott inbounding. Fairhaven running through a series of Oh, and almost picked off by Jake Conway. Conway had that one diagnosed. That one fooled no one. Scott again inbounding the ball. Rutland shifting defensively. Will they let? No, very, very close. Todd Roberts launching a three-pointer right at the buzzer and just went off the front of the rim. The score is, at the end of the first quarter, the Slaters 15, the Raiders 13, in a well-played contest. Second quarter beginning, Rutland inbounding the ball. Jake Eaton into Chris Mayhew. Mayhew in the forecourt. Pass across to Eaton. Eaton starts a drive. Across to Greg. Sinus moving with the ball. Pass across court to Jake Eaton. Quick pass inside. Oh, and Chris Kaludi swatted that one. Joey went up with it, but he was a little bit slow in getting it there. Rutland inbounding the ball. Eaton for a three-pointer. It's good. In the seesaw game here. We said this might be the gunfight at OK Corral here tonight. Both teams hitting long three-point shots. Excellent shooting. Adam Perry moving in the forecourt. Over across, ups, and I think they got Joey for a blocking call. Block was on Dan Richards. Fairhaven will inbound the ball. Todd Roberts to inbound it. Kaludi moving up. Pass back across. Joey. Oh. Kaludi. 14, nice rebound. In the right position was Nate Scott. It's now the Slaters 17, Rutland 16 in the seesaw battle here in the first half. Chris Mayhew in the forecourt. Looking around across to Jake Eaton. Jake reverses across to Joey. Up, over, in and out. Whoa, the ball almost got away. Three Fairhaven players there, and it almost got away from all three of them. Adam Perry in the forecourt. Moving across to Kaludi now has it. Kaludi looking. Nothing available there. Across to Todd Roberts. Roberts up above. Pass across. Rotates back to Kaludi. Trying to go baseline, and he got it. Nice bit of tightrope walking there by Chris Kaludi and a nice release. The score is 19-16 now. The Slaters taking a three-point lead. Mayhew kicks it out. Joey arches the ball. Deep S and nothing but the bottom. Joel Perry bringing the ball up. Being patient. Chris Mayhew not applying any really pressure here. Just trying to keep between him and the basket. Todd Roberts has the ball out in front. Now back to Perry. Screen moving across, rotates into the corner. Beautiful shot. Todd Roberts. Game of three-pointers. Chris Mayhew driving, soft shot in the lane, off the glass. Rebound, Kaludi. Fairhaven content to slow the tempo down a little bit here. Perry moving across to, moving in there. Jumper by, and it rolls in. Nate Scott with the soft touch. And Coach Kinsman wants a timeout. Slaters are out to a 5-point lead here early in the second half. It's been a well-played game so far. We're back here at Fairhaven. Fairhaven the first to break the huddle after the timeout. Fairhaven moving out onto the floor now to inbound the ball. Jake Eaton will be getting it at the south end of the court. Actually, the east end of the court. Brian's laughing in the background thinking I don't know my directions. That's why I teach geography. Overcrossed in. John Lynn in now. Jake Eaton moving. Pass across. Jake Conway short, but Rutland retains on the long rebound. Chris Mayhew handling it. Jake Eaton for three. And Jake is off. Goes underneath. Conway spins, and he can't hit it. Rutland having 3 or 4 chances on that one, just couldn't get the ball to fall. Fairhaven finally grabbing possession. Kicked out of bounds by Chris Mayhew. Fairhaven possession. Adam Perry inbounding the ball now. Looking, rotating. Kicked all the way out to Chris Kaludi out on the wing. Kaludi looking. Back to Nate Scott. Scott in the forecourt. Across to Todd Roberts. Todd looking. He's free. He takes a three. He hits it. And Roberts definitely has the hot hand tonight from the outside. Pretty hard to stop a guy 6'7" who's shooting like that. Jake Eaton, move on the baseline. Kicked out to Jake Conway, who launches it. And Conway hits a three. And now Coach Bob wants a timeout. He's not happy. Such are the fortunes of a basketball game. Looking like world beaters 1 minute, and then everything heads south. We're back. Fairhaven ready to inbound the ball now. Adam Perry taking it in, waiting for Rutland, who must have some additional strategy as they haven't broken the huddle yet. There they come. Chris Mayhew out to check them. Nate Richards. Back to number 24, Adam Perry handling the ball. Over here on the right wing, moving number 21, Josh Moore underneath. Todd Roberts jackknifing in the center and hits it. Excellent mobility for someone that size. Chris Mayhew up in the forecourt on the attack. John Lind in, and John was grabbed in the process of shooting, so it will be a 2-shot foul. Joey Duval ready to check in. Joey coming in for Jake Eaton, who'll get a breather. And John goes to the line. 2-shot shooting foul. John usually a good foul shooter. Bends, pushes, and it's good. Checking in number 15, Dan Richards. And getting a breather, Nate Scott, who played very well. John Lind at the line for the second half of the 2-shot shooting foul. John bends, pushes. This one a little bit short. Roberts got the rebound, had it knocked away. Richards up ahead to Kaludi. Kaludi jumping, and loose ball underneath. Think Kaludi was going for the dunk on that. At the last minute changed his mind. Who got the foul on? John. Foul was on John Lind. Non-shooting foul. Fairhaven with the ball now in the forecourt, moving it around. Roberts out on the side. He's feeling it tonight. He's definitely got the rhythm tonight. Mayhew. Nice pass to Boynton inside. And Brian, did the basket count? Basket did not count. Infraction occurred before the shot went in, so Rutland will inbound the ball, will not get the basket. It's too bad. That would have been a nice one to have. Outside to Conway. Conway out on the side. Starts the drive. Goes up. Ooh. That was a little bit of a questionable foul on that one. They gave the foul to Conway, but I think it might have been Dan Richards who plowed into Conway on that. But having had Richards having possession is 9 points of the law. Never really figured out what the other points were. Fairhaven inbound it. Richards with the ball. Back to Perry. Moving up, Fairhaven with a 32-23 lead right now. Roberts with the ball out in front, being guarded. Ball crosses over. Richards grabs it. Fairhaven getting pushed further and further out right now. I don't think that's what they want. Shot is up. Beautiful bank shot by Josh Moore. He might have forced that one, but he got away with it. Chris Mayhew into the forecourt. Jake Eaton, nice kick-out pass to Joy. It comes up short. Right now, Rutland has gone cold shooting. They were matching Fairhaven at the outset, and right now they've gone cold. And they have to be very careful because Fairhaven is still very hot, and they could end up very much out of this. Joey Duval gambling, misses, and Dan Richards moving on a nice layup, giving Fairhaven a 13-point lead. Chris Mayhew into the forecourt. Soft jumper, and it's good. And Chris breaks the drought for Fairhaven, or for Rutland rather. Fairhaven with the ball in the backcourt. Crossover kicked out of bounds by Joey Duval. It will be Fairhaven possession. 2:15 left in the half, 36-25 in Fairhaven's favor. Slater's shooting very, very well tonight. Roberts in particular, very hot hand. Inbound to Roberts, kicked back out. Perry holding the ball, decides to pass up the shot. Rotating across to Dan Richards. Richards across to Todd. He finds Kaludi underneath. Oh, and Kaludi can't hit it. And as a result of that, Josh Moore picked up the foul. So it will be Rutland's possession. Aaron Bailey inbounding it now. Third foul on Josh Moore. He is replaced by Nate Scott, who played very, very well in the first quarter. Eaton in the forecourt, driving the key. Fadeaway jumper. Up and just, ball's kicked around. Long rebound out to Perry. Perry coming up. Kicks the ball across to Dan Richards. Richards in and Todd Roberts is on fire. Beautiful turnaround jump shot. Aaron Boynton over Roberts. Hard off the iron. Fairhaven again. Kaludi on a drive. Beautiful layup. And Rutland is in danger of getting a run out of this game if they are not careful. They have to hit some shots. Ball is not falling at the moment. Rotate out. Okay.
We lost power for a second, but we have it restored now.
Shot goes short by Kaludi. One of the few air balls that Fairhaven has shot tonight. Rutland into the forecourt. Chris looking, surveying the situation. To Eaton. Back to Mayhew. Eaton and Mayhew looking for something as the men are cutting underneath, hoping something will open up. Eaton open, and Jake just has not got his stroke going here in the last few minutes. Perry with the ball in the forecourt for Fairhaven. Nice tip away by Chris, however, picked up. Fairhaven had the opportunity to last shot. Nate Scott took a percentage shot, it just did not go. And as the half ends, it's Fairhaven 40, Rutland 25. And the Slaters playing a very inspired first half and have shot extremely well. We'll be back at the second half.
Here we are to start the third quarter. Waiting for our announcer here. Coming in the door. Maybe they'll hold the game up for him. Looks like they're going to hold the game up for him.
And we're back. Fairhaven possession. Fairhaven up 40-25 as we begin the second half. Perry in the forecourt, handling the ball across to Roberts. Kaludi cutting across inside. Todd's had the hot hand tonight. Back out to Perry. Looking around. Chris Mayhew trying desperately to convince Skipper Pratico that he didn't do it, but to no avail. So Fairhaven will get the ball. Ooh, hard pass inbounds. That had to hurt. Nice pass underneath to Bailey. And I think they got Roberts, was it? They got Todd on that one. That's one of the few mistakes Todd has made so far tonight. Bailey will go to the line shooting two. Fairhaven and Rutland both with their starting lineups in there at the beginning of the second half. Bailey for the first one, up and rattles around and stays in. Bailey for the second part of the two-shot foul, up and again in. Fairhaven takes the ball, Rutland pressing now, all over the floor. Almost, and trying to save the ball Adam Perry stepped down the line. That was a tough save. Possession to Rutland now. Eaton inbounding the ball to Chris Mayhew. Mayhew in the forecourt. Looking around, Rutland trying to get something going inside to... Nice pass underneath from Boynton to Jake Conway. Will Rutland's press bother Fairhaven? Roberts bringing the ball up court against Bailey. Excellent dribbler for a big man. Good ball handler. Coming cross court over to Perry. Perry taking a floating jumper, and he hits it. Rutland inbounding the ball. Mayhew's got it. Eaton with the ball. Now to Boynton. Conway in the corner with the ball. Looking. Boynton wide open underneath. Little roll to the backside was wide open. Fairhaven coming up course. Perry against the press. Being covered by Mayhew. Just trying to stay right with him out in front. To Roberts. Roberts across to Kaludi. Kaludi cuts across the key. Reverses back to Vadnais. Vadnais kicks the ball, and it's going to be a backcourt violation. So it will be Rutland's ball, and in for Vadnais comes Dan Richards. Rutland with the ball in the forecourt. Mayhew. Across to Conway. Conway looking inside. Looking, nothing. Rotates the ball back out. Eaton with about a 12-footer just off the rim. They need Jake to start hitting some shots. Chris Mayhew in a beautiful steal. It's important that Rutland convert this. Chris floats a soft jumper and hits it. Rutland now in a comeback. They've cut it to 9 points. Richards up court. Breaks the press. Cross to Roberts. Roberts thought of a shot. Looking around. Looking, surveying. Beautiful left-handed hook by Kaludi inside. Right in the key. Nice shot. Mayhew up. Reverse dribble. Saves it. Chris penetrating. Drops it off to Jake Eaton. Eaton inside. Rotates it back out to Jake Conway for 3. Yes, and Conway finds the range. Rutland shooting better now here at the beginning of the second half. Trying to chip away at Fairhaven's lead. Richards bringing the ball up court. Set up a trap. Whoa, and Richards may have gotten away with a travel, but the ball was thrown away anyway. That was a tough one. Rutland press beginning to pay a little bit of dividend here now. As they begin to cut into Fairhaven's lead. Mayhew moving, and Perry gets caught with the foul. That'll be a 2-shot shooting foul. Chris Mayhew going to the line. Coach Bob Bernabeu right now probably regretting have to take the halftime timeout. Fairhaven will have to get back the intensity they showed in the first half. Mayhew on the line for the first one. Ooh, rims around and out. Chris up for the second one. Shot is short, comes off, controlled. And Chris trying to recover his own ball, slipped and slid out of bounds. So the possession will be to Fairhaven. A little bit different strategy here now. Fairhaven trying to attack Rutland's press. Roberts bringing the ball up. Bailey on him. Cross court. Over to Perry. Perry in the forecourt. Looking. Kaludi on a roll inside. And Conway did not step in quite quick enough. He gets called for the block. This should be a non-shooting foul. Will be Fairhaven's possession. Fairhaven has it underneath. Inbounding the ball will be Perry. Seems to be some discussion over here on the side. Not sure exactly. Oh, I see. Where Chris Mayhew went down, they're trying to clean off the floor as some water was either already on the floor or isn't. And there seems to be a confused person with a towel. Where's the spot? Don't you hate it when that spot keeps moving around? Skipper, eagle eye. come over there. Skipper doesn't need a towel. He just uses his shoes. That's all there is to it. And Skipper gets a round of applause. The man's a legend. Inbounding, Fairhaven. Rotation out. Beautiful turn and jump shot, but it won't go. Rebound, poked away. Chris Mayhew. Chris diving, loose ball. Perry picks the ball up. And he takes a jumper over Boynton and hits it. And Kaludi picks up a foul in the process of attempting to rebound the shot. So it will be Rutland's ball. Non-shooting foul. Mayhew moving the ball to Joey Duval. Duval on the side, looking around, surveying. Cross court to Bailey. Bailey to Eaton. Eaton starts the drive, stops, checks. Across to Chris Mayhew. Mayhew starting. Kicking back to Eaton. Eaton cut off on the baseline. Rotation out to Joey Duval. Pass inside to Bailey. And the part, looks like Roberts got a piece of that ball. Perry up court. Soft lob. Bailey went over the top and got a piece of Kaludi, trying to prevent the pass going in. Be a non-shooting foul. Fairhaven inbounding the ball. Kaludi will bring it in. Boynton defending. Trying to choke it up. Roberts gets it in close, and once it gets it in that close, there's not too much you can do. Mayhew up in the forecourt to Duval. Duval's had the hot hand here the last couple games. Joey hasn't shot much tonight. Hopefully he'll catch on. Eaton handling the ball from the side. Fairhaven sliding that press. Looking for the seam. Mayhew tipped and stolen away. Oh, a nice move. Dan Richards with a beautiful play. And Fairhaven seems to have got it back in gear again. 14-point lead with 3:25 left in the third quarter. Slater's 50, Rutland 36. The Rutland possession. Coach Kinsman calling a timeout. Some last-minute instructions to Jake Eaton, who's taking the ball out, inbounds it to Chris Mayhew. See if Rutland made some adjustments now to get back on the shooting track. Eaton with the ball out in front. Popped inside. Oops, ball tipped away, but recovered by Mayhew. Maneuvering inside, pops it out to Eaton. And it's good. Jake from the foul line. Fairhaven now. Rutland back pressing full court. Richards inside. And that should... Well, Kaludi was actually lucky with that one. He could have picked up a foul. He did get called for traveling, but it could have been worse. So Fairhaven turnover. Rutland will get the ball back. Chris Mayhew letting it roll, not eating up any time on the clock. Into Joey Duval. Joey looking across to Aaron Bailey, to Jake Eaton, to Joey Duval. Back to Mayhew, to Aaron Boynton, to Joey Duval. Joey launches one just short. Rebound to Todd Roberts. Roberts up to Perry. Perry kicking the ball up ahead. Oh. And moving was Josh Moore. Josh nearly completed a three-point play on that one. The ball just bouncing off. But he will go to the line for a two-shot foul. Joey Duval picked up the foul on that one. Second one rolls around, is out. Rebound, Aaron Bailey. Oh, and Aaron is hacked by Dan Richards. Coach Prenovo telling him we don't need that. No one has fouls at this point to give. Eaton looking around, back to Mayhew. Mayhew to Bailey. Bailey to Duval. Looking inside to Boynton, he's covered. Eaton on the perimeter. Ball rotates back across. Chris Mayhew across to Jake Eaton. Eaton was gone. Chris launches a soft jumper in and out. Rolls around. That could have gone. Perry bringing the ball up court on the attack. Rutland adjusting. Roberts thought about it. Perry takes a shot. Hard off the iron. Beautiful pass inside by Roberts. He's doing it all tonight. And a turnaround shot by Josh Moore. Rutland up on the attack. Eaton launches a three-pointer, and it's off the iron. Fairhaven rebounds. Perry bringing the ball up court. Looking around, over to Moore, inside to Roberts. Oh, and a beautiful block by Aaron Boynton, and Todd grabbed Boynton going after the rebound. Beautiful block by Boynton. He got up in the air on that one. Substitutions coming in for Rutland. Greg Sinus, and Roberts gets a rest, being replaced by number 14, Nate Scott. Mayhew in the forecourt, over to Duval. Joey moving, passes across court to Eaton. Eaton passes up the shot. Mayhew looking, passes up the shot. Boynton in the middle, nice roll, clutches it. Eaton for the rebound, and he gets the two. Nice rebound by Jake Eaton. This is what Rutland needs. They need to keep the pressure on Fairhaven. Perry gets the ball out. He breaks the... And Perry goes to the length and scores. Boynton tried to pick up a charging foul. Couldn't quite get in front of him. Didn't want to get a blocking foul. Boynton with ball to Eaton. Eaton driving the baseline. Stops, rotates it out. Inside to Boynton. Boynton double pumps, and it's good. Aaron's coming alive now. They need him. Eaton gambling. Misses. Oh. Beautiful move by Dan Richards. Hesitation dribble and took off. Pulled him in and went. Joey Duval on the side. Looking to Eaton. Eaton's got the open shot. Thinking about it. Passes it up. Mayhew in traffic. Shot is short. Off the iron. Kaludi with the rebound. Kaludi bringing the ball down court. Back to Perry. Perry off the glass. Kaludi tried to come sailing in. No luck. Shot at the end. Hits one of the suspension ropes and falls short. So at the end of three quarters at Fairhaven Union High School, the score Slaters 57, the Rutland Red Raiders 42. Ball is inbounds. Rutland possession at the beginning of the fourth quarter. Eaton inside to Boynton. Back out to Chris Mayhew. Mayhew starts. Joey Duval thought about it. Mayhew inside. Nice pass to Greg Sinus. And he can't quite find the handle. Greg was losing the ball as he went up with a shot. Fairhaven possession now in the forecourt. Perry being guarded by Mayhew. Mayhew almost got the ball. Dan Richards now handling the ball. Joey Duval. Nice shot. Josh Moore. I think Skipper's bucking for some extra pay here tonight. He seems to be doing a lot of janitorial work in addition to his fine job of officiating. Rutland will inbound the ball now. Mayhew bringing the ball up court. Cross to Boynton. Boynton across to Joey to Conway. Back in. Jake moving on the baseline, double clutches, and draws the foul. Foul was on Chris Kaludi. Conway will go to the line for two shots. Coach Kinsman giving some advice to some of his players on the line, and Conway hits the first one. Makes the score Rutland 43, Slaters 59. 16-point lead. Rutland has to do something as time is running out. Conway's shot is short. Rebound to Fairhaven. Fairhaven now being a little more deliberate, taking a little more time, coming up court. Mayhew with pressure. Richards goes underneath and draws the foul. Foul was on 22, Aaron Boynton. Richards will go to the line for two shots. Aaron's first foul. Richards up. First one hits the front, the back, and rolls in. Richards up on the second one. This is a little strong. Lane violation. So Richards will get another shot. And he makes this one. It's been the story tonight. Don't give the Slaters another opportunity. They will convert it. Cross pass to Greg Sinus. Inside to Conway. Conway up and did a beautiful job of maneuvering. And he drew the foul. Todd Roberts got him. So Conway will go to the line for 2. That's number 3 on Todd. First one is up, rolls around, off. Jake having kind of a tough night tonight at the foul line, usually an excellent foul shooter. Up the second one, and good. Fairhaven inbounding the ball. Rutland setting up now an all-court press. Roberts across to Perry. Perry gets the man in the air. Inside to Kaludi. Kaludi looks, turns, and converts. Nice shot by Chris Kaludi. Mayhew in the forecourt. Across to Joey Duval. Duval looking. Starts the penetration. Loses the handle. Tipped away. Sinus battling. Couldn't quite hang on to it. Fairhaven possession. Perry moving the ball up court now. Fairhaven becoming very deliberate now. They can afford to be. Roberts' turn, jump. That's about the first one he's missed. Rebound to Boynton. Rutland moving the ball. Joey behind the back. Whoa. Pass to Bailey. To Sinus. I don't think Sinus expected it. And the ball went errant out of bounds. Fairhaven inbounds. Rutland employing the trap. Fairhaven trying to work the ball inside to Roberts. Roberts jackknife. May have actually forced that shot. Chris Mayhew driving, double clutching the shot. And he's fouled. See the foul's on. I believe it's on Perry. 24, shooting foul. Mayhew going to the line for 2 shots. Mayhew up for the first one, converts it. Score is now Rutland 45, Slaters 63. Mayhew for the second part of the 2-shot shooting foul. It's up and it's good. With 17 points down, Rutland's got his work cut out for it. Duval pressing in the forecourt. And Joey got a little bit too exuberant and fouled Dan Richards. This will be a non-shooting foul. Rutland not over the limit yet. Todd Roberts inbounding the ball. Into Kaludi. Back to Roberts. Todd loses the handle, regains possession. Back to Richards. Richards moving. To Roberts. Roberts faking. And hits the 15-footer. Mayhew up in the forecourt. Pass across to Bailey. Bailey to Conway. To Duval. Duval driving, floats, and hits it. Nice play by Joey Duval. Looked the defender off, hit the shot. Rutland pressing. Roberts bringing the ball up court, guarded by Bailey. Trying to trap. Nice. Kaludi. Oh, missed it, and Kaludi got hammered from behind. The question is did he have possession? Is it going to be a shooting foul? No. Brian says no. And we know Brian is never wrong. Well, I think he was once, maybe in 1958. Fairhaven inbounding the ball. Roberts out in front. Cross to Richards. Richards holding the ball. Moving. Conway attempting to trap from the backside. Long shot. Richards rebounding. Ball's tipped around. Roberts puts it in. I think he got hit in the face on that one, but he still made the shot. Mayhew cutting through the traffic. Chris launches a soft jumper. Off. Nice fake. Oh, John. Tough one.
Conway.
Who made the shot?
Conway.
Conway followed. Richards breaks the press. Comes up. Looks. Kaludi on the baseline. Kaludi. And Kaludi's heating up. Beautiful baseline jumper. Conway. John Lynn maneuvering. Yes, John. Against Roberts. Roberts in the backcourt. Bringing the ball up. Crossover dribble. Spins to Kaludi. Kaludi looking, launches, and Kaludi hits it. Just inside the three-point. And all of a sudden, Chris Kaludi's gotten really hot, which is not good news for the Raiders. Conway trying his hand at a three, and he hits it. He and Josh Moore, Conway and Josh Moore exchanging pleasantries after the shot. Josh Moore congratulating him on the three-pointer. Over the side, Perry with possession. Perry coming off, he'll take the jumper, floating soft, and he gets the roll. Real shooting clinic here tonight by Fairhaven. Bailey to Conway. Conway looking to play cat and mouse. Lob inside to John Lynn. Lynn guarded by Roberts. Spins. Ooh, and almost. John struggling. Roberts, the crowd awing because Roberts had a shot and passed it up, and he's been hot tonight. Oh, lost handle. Who will get the ball? Okay. Diving for the ball were Josh Moore, Jake Conway, and several others. Subs in, Eaton back in. Skipper with the towel again. You might just as well wear that, Brian. He looks good in a towel. It will be Fairhaven possession underneath their basket. Underneath Rutland's basket, right? Flutie looking, nice inbounds. Oh, and Greg Sinus got tripped, and that left Todd Roberts for an unobstructed two-pointer. Eaton in the forecourt. Cross to Sinus, Sinus to Conway. Conway looking, rotates it way back out to Eaton. To John Lynn inside. To Eaton, Eaton driving, fadeaway jumper, just off the glass. Conway up and in. Conway's a demon for someone not awful tall. He's a good rebounder. Oh, Joey almost picked the pocket. Perry gets away with it. Back out. Fairhaven can't be called conservative playing. They're not afraid to put the ball up. Eaton, nice pass to Conway. Conway gets an unbelievable bucket. And was fouled by Dan Richards. Wish we had instant replay, Brian. That would have been a great one to see again. Conway was right level in midair. Shot the shot, and it went in. Substitutions in now for Fairhaven. Number 20, Ryan Audette. And number 14, Nate Scott. And Conway gets the three-pointer the hard way. And Jake will get a break. In comes now Aaron Carbonneau and Ethan Barron. One thing on that one that they forgot. The official had to touch the ball. Rutland deploying a different strategy here. Sending Aaron Carbonneau back up to guard the man inbounding the ball. Rotating Joey Duval back into the court to cover the taller Josh Moore down court. Seems to be a discussion among the officials. Skipper asking if the other official won the lottery today. And Brian, can you tell me what's going on? Pardon?
Got a technical.
Got a technical. Do you have any idea why the technical occurred? Brian has no idea. And if Brian doesn't know, no one knows. Roberts will shoot. Wise choice for a man to shoot a technical tonight. He hasn't missed too many shots all night long. He hits the first one, up, and hits the second one. And it will be Fairhaven's possession. Trying to find out from Skip what the call was. Skip's occupied at the moment, can't talk to us. Fairhaven inbounding the ball. Cross to Roberts. Greg Sinus applying pressure out in front. Trying to keep Roberts away from the basket. Fairhaven content right now just to sort of move the ball around. They've got a big lead. Clock is definitely on their side. Kaludi passes up the shot. He just takes it. They're just kind of playing out in front with the ball. Just rotating through. Joey attempting. And Josh Moore hits it. That's the problem with trying to play a very, very tight defense like that. If you overplay and miss. Joey up into the lights. Perfect line, a little short. Who do we have foul on? One. Ethan. Ethan got the foul, Ethan Barron. Rutland is now over the penalty. So going to the line, Josh Moore. And it's off. Sinus rebounds. Ball moved up court. Cross to Sinus and over his head. It will be Fairhaven possession with 35 seconds left to go in the game. Roberts moving the ball, guarded by Sinus. Sinus staying right with him. Into the corner. Fairhaven content, I think, just to kind of move the ball around, rotate it back. Kaludi. Rutland conceding pretty much. And Joey picked his pocket. He's up and in. John Lynn gambles, and it will be Rutland's ball as it was off Chris Kaludi's hands. A good gamble by John. Paid off. 1 second left in the game with Fairhaven up 79-62. Carby will fire ups, and he hit the rope. Well, Fairhaven certainly was awesome shooting tonight. The final score of our game was Fairhaven 79, Rutland 62. Thank you, and have a good evening.